They say you can hear her before you see her, crying softly, drifting from house to house. But last night, she wasn't crying for her children. She was crying for mine. Halloween in my neighborhood used to be magic. Rows of glowing pumpkins, kids running in masks, porch lights flickering like tiny stars guiding them house to house. This year was supposed to be the same. I was setting out candy bowls, laughing with my neighbors, scrolling through photos of my son's costume. He wanted to go as a vampire, plastic teeth and all. Everything was normal, until the power flickered at 8:07 p.m. Just once, but it was enough to make all the jack-o'-lanterns blink, like they all took a breath at the same time. And then the air got heavy, like rain was coming, but the sky was perfectly clear. The first sign something was wrong came from the Henderson's Ring camera. They sent it to the neighborhood group chat. Does anyone else hear that woman crying? We played the clip. A faint sobbing carried through static. It wasn't close, but it wasn't far either. Someone joked it was a prank. Another said it sounded like Spanish. I thought so too. Mis Hios, my stomach tightened. I knew that phrase. When I was a kid, my grandmother told me stories of La Llorona, the weeping woman who drowned her children, then herself. Now she roams the earth searching for them, and if she finds a child out after dark, she mistakes them for her own. Of course, that was just folklore, until I heard her myself. At 8:42 p.m., I went outside to check on the candy bowl. Half empty, wrappers scattered. The night was quiet, too quiet for Halloween. Then I heard it, a soft, broken sob, coming from the end of the street. At first, I thought it was a prankster in costume. A woman in a long white dress, veil hanging down. She moved slow, dragging her feet. But when I called out, "Hey, are you okay?" she froze, her head tilted, just slightly. And even from halfway down the street, I saw her shoulders start to shake. She was laughing. Then the sound changed. The sobbing returned, but closer, right beside me, even though she hadn't moved. I turned, nothing there. When I looked back down the street, she was gone. The sound of crying echoed again, but this time from behind my house. And I realized something else. Every porch light on my block had gone out, except mine. I ran inside, locked the door. My son, Mason, was on the couch in his vampire cape, playing on his tablet. I told him to stay put while I checked the windows. That's when I noticed it. Wet footprints on the hardwood. Small ones, child-sized. They led from the back door to the hallway and into Mason's room. I burst through the door, empty. The tablet lay on the floor, screen cracked, playing a distorted video feed. It was the same footage from the Henderson's camera, but zoomed in, and in the corner of the frame, behind their candy bowl, was Mason's vampire cape. The crying grew louder. I turned slowly toward the window and saw her. She was pressed against the glass, face pale and swollen, long black hair dripping with water that wasn't there. Her eyes were empty, but her mouth moved like she was whispering my name. I grabbed my phone and tried to call 911. Static, just static, and underneath it, faint whispers. Why did you leave them by the river? Every light in the house flickered. The bulbs buzzed like insects. Then I heard Mason's voice, soft, frightened, from the hallway. "Mom, she's asking for you." I ran toward him, but the hall stretched longer than it should have. The pictures on the wall blurred. The floor seemed wet beneath my feet, like I was standing ankle-deep in water that wasn't real. I reached for him, but it wasn't him. His face looked like Mason's, but the skin was gray, the eyes hollow, black water dripping from his chin. He smiled, and behind him, La Llorona reached out, arms long and boneless, fingers scraping the air between us. I woke up at dawn. The front door was open. The floor was dry. The candy bowl was empty. No sign of Mason. The police found no prints, no video, no evidence he'd ever left the house. Except one thing. On my porch, there's a small pile of river stones. Every morning since Halloween, a new one appears. Wet, cold, stacked neatly beside my door. And every night around 3 a.m., I hear it again. That same weeping, moving closer, house to house. The Hendersons don't answer their door anymore. The Johnsons' kids haven't been to school. She's still out there. Not by the river anymore. She's walking Suburbia now. And tonight, I heard a soft knock at my door. 3 times. Just like last Halloween. She's still looking for the trick-or-treaters who never came home.